Hello, we've arrived at week 6. You are finally turning in the final submissions for all of the documents for your career document packet. I want you to include your resume in its final copy form, your cover letter in response to a specific job ad, the job ad itself, and a request for recommendation letter. Again, all kind of revolving around the same job. I want you to submit these files in PDF format because most of the time when you're applying for a job, they require that everything uploaded is in PDF format. So just, a practice, an additional practice for you. You're going to upload 4 separate files. There's plenty of room in Moodle for you to do that. The assignment is due at 11:55 p.m. on Sunday. Now, another thing that I want you to do is I want you to read in writing classes, but really in all walks of life. We talk a lot about reflection. Just taking that opportunity to pause for a second when you've gone through something and think about what you learned, what worked, what didn't work. So I want you to read this article about just reflections in general. It's not very long. You can see it's a pretty short article, but it just kind of refreshes your memory about that process. And I think that most of the time we do it without even thinking about it. We, might be, leaving, work. Something came up at work and thinking, next time I would do this a little bit differently, or this worked really well. So we're going to formalize that just a little bit. And in discussion form number 6, what I want you to do is answer the, 3 questions in your initial post. So what have you learned about the current job market? How can you improve your skill set? What have you learned about writing business letters? Which parts of a business letter do you feel adept at? Which do you think you still need improvement? Which areas would you still need improvement in? And then after some revision, does your resume still have visible gaps in your own experience and or education? So what's your action plan to kind of beef up your skills? And then I want you to comment on 2 classmates' posts in a thoughtful, substantive way. Maybe provide them with at least 2 pieces of constructive criticism. But again, I think it's an important step in the learning process. I think that I do it all the time, really. And I also found that in going through these steps with you over the last 6 weeks, I've learned some important things to consider when applying for jobs or looking at my current skills and how to improve those. So I hope that that was your experience as well. Again, this assignment, just like the other one, is due on Sunday. And as we move into the next week, we'll finally start to look at those researched essays, those components that are going to be important in more or less making a pitch to a particular company.